feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Close your mouth.
The Rubens proxy? What the hell does that mean?
No, he's dealing with a personal situation.
Close your mouth.
Hey, thanks. Are you my therapist? Take a walk. What's the matter with you? I'll make it.
And welcome, everybody. The Wawita Boys are back. It is Wednesday. It is June 25th, 2025. 62525. 062525. It is 5:51 in the morning. 73 degrees in Glasgow, like fog this morning.
Mm-hmm.
The watch, the shoes, and the hat are all white.
Yes.
The high today is 95 degrees. That's hot. It's been hot.
Rick Ross.
Damn. That 95 probably feels like.
Yeah, with the wind at 0 miles an hour. Humidity is 97% currently with a dew point of 72 degrees. Pressure,
Barometric.
30.16 inches.
Wow.
UV index of 0 right now. Visibility of 1.5 miles. I don't know that that's right. It's a little more foggy than that. Regardless, I guess that's at the Glasgow Municipal Airport where these readings are taking place.
I dispute that reading.
I also dispute that.
Visibility is 0.
Damn. Got me. You got me, Mose.
Visibility is
For
0.
those of you out there in listening land, Jamos is covered up
In a beautiful Yankees blanket.
in a thick blanket this morning. You all right? Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm cozy, chilling.
He's sporting out the Yankee gear today.
Yes.
Yeah. In other baseball news, the Astros beat the Cardinals in the T-ball championship at Barron County Parks and Rec last night. Woo! No controversy was had. Congratulations to the Coach of the Year, James Chadwick Settle, on his first championship as a Little League coach. Congrats, Chad. What's your
Space City, baby.
10-second thought? Had a good year.
Yeah.
Had a good year.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it at that.
Let's go with that. Yeah, that was a great year. Hey, we improved. We improved throughout the year. There you
go. Highlight of the year for the Astros. They turned a double play last night in the championship game in T-ball.
Mm-hmm. Stepped on home plate. Stepped on home plate, threw it to first, and tagged the runner.
All right.
Yeah, you can't forget that tag.
Yeah, got to get
It's a forced play. You got to get the tag at first. Shout out to Cedric Curd this morning who came by and said hello.
Snuck us.
Cedric.
Snuck in on us.
C-Loke.
Early this morning.
Yeah. He was done working out already.
He was done working out.
Done.
And other quick news, the Wawita Boys have new stickers.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I didn't listen to y'all's opinion at all. I got what I wanted to get.
That's normally how it goes.
Honestly, I'd already ordered these before I sent out what y'all liked.
That's okay. All of them were good.
Got 50 of them this time. I figured we could get, if somebody else wanted to purchase another 50, we could get another design.
Cool.
But I purchased these.
Yeah.
And shout out to Sticker Mule because they always hook us up. They have sent us 2 of their stickers, which are pretty cool. High quality stickers.
That's cool.
And a coaster.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Also,
Does that say cheers?
It does.
yes, it is. Also, they sent us
Some
3
cocaine.
packets of their own hot sauce.
I was about to ask if it was hot sauce.
It's called Mule Sauce.
Oh.
And I will tell you, when I ordered the first batch of stickers, I got a bottle of it. I guess however many you order. I got 50. First time I ordered 200, I think. Sent me a whole bottle. It's hot. I'll say that. It's hot
stuff.
We should add it to the challenge whenever we do it.
No. Speaking of the challenge, I meant to say this last week, and time got away from me because the end of last week's episode was, 1, hilarious to listen back to, and 2, we just kind of got sideways, and I forgot to mention it. Shout out to Cavi McCoy, who told Jamal and I last Monday night that if we wanted to do the Hot Ones Challenge at Maple and Pine, that they would toss our wings for us in those sauces.
That's
Yeah, buddy.
So
I love it.
that's an option. Shout out to Cavi and Maple and Pine. They always treat us very nice when we're
Very
there.
well. Yes, they do.
They have a nice place and really good, really good food.
Nice establishment.
Yes, it really
I
is.
love it.
Go check out Maple and Pine this evening. Nope, don't do it this evening. They're closed. Go tomorrow.
Yes.
Teo will be there bowling.
No, Tuesday nights. I bowled last night.
Bowls on Taco Tuesday.
That's right.
My bad. Sorry.
That's right.
I don't like these stickers now that I look at them in person.
Well, he picked them out.
I did. Well, not only did I pick them out, I designed them, and they just don't look good.
You're too
Is the
harsh
bar-
of a
is the-
critic for
Is
yourself.
the
Well-
barcode too big and the
No, there's not enough curve in the Wawita to match the circle of the sticker.
It's a circle of life.
And me being me, that bothers me.
He loves the curve.
So needless to
Not the
say,
only
he's
one.
giving them all out. He's not keeping any for himself.
No. Well, yeah, that too. But it has our QR code on it, so easily scannable like that one. I just changed it just a hair.
yeah,
And also
big
just
coat
a-
stick
If
up
y'all
there.
want to look at them.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Aaron Judge. He hit like a 530-foot bomb in Cincinnati the other night.
Yes.
So the Yankees are no longer scoreless.
No, I haven't been
They
for
went.
a few weeks.
They went for
Or
a
about a
record.
week.
Went for a record.
I mean,
At the time, I thought I saw 32 innings without scoring a run.
Of course, you would
It's
know.
insane. Well, I just saw it on Facebook. I
Yeah,
wouldn't like
whatever, whole
searching
bag.
Yankee
That's
hate.
what-
Whatever,
thank you,
whole
Jamal.
bag.
Yeah.
I like this. I mean, look,
Boston. Red
I'll
Sox.
add it to the Ultima. Ooh, with that toss on the coaster.
Yeah, got a future in cornhole.
I like it.
All right. Let me check something real quick. Is there anything else that I need to say?
No, just continue to stay tuned as we lock down when we do the Hot Ones Challenge.
Oh yeah, we got a guest that'll be on later in the show.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. It's Men's Health Month, so we got Eric.
Men's Mental Health Month.
Oh, yes, sorry. But overall,
Where'd you get that bruise?
from my wife, she likes to pinch me.
Was it one of them?
That's an air
Probably,
quote
yeah.
pinch.
Yeah.
AKA he took
Thumb.
She
He
likes
took-
to thumb me.
took a,
Whoa,
took an ass whooping last night.
Chad's a
He didn't
thumb
take
in
out the
guy.
garbage.
That's what happens when you get. That's what happens when you get coached.
It's with that brown thumb.
All right. Go ahead, Chad.
Eric Ferguson is going to come on today and talk about men's mental health and well-being, and we've got some parts of our show that we're going to be talking about some stuff like that. So yeah, he'll be on here after the break.
Well, I won't tell him when he's on here that you misspelled his name. In the text.
Well, don't feel bad.
The I and the U are
Chad was probably typing it.
Siri.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, so you just okay?
Man, I was driving. It was CarPlay.
Y'all do tend to text me a lot in the car.
I'm sorry. We tend to text you.
Just me.
We can go back through. I'll have AI analyze our
Yeah.
chat group and see who sends the most texts.
Chad,
That would be
627 text
Yeah,
messages.
it would be funny. CJ, when you listen to this, see if you can figure that out.
Yeah, shout out to CJ.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying shout out to CJ. He is not here today. He's on vacation with his family.
Yeah, we didn't mention
So in honor of CJ, I'm wearing a rollback hat.
But I need to throw this in. None of us know where he's at.
No,
We don't.
I actually,
We have zero clue where
I actually
he's going.
texted him a while ago where he was.
He's in the
and I
Carolinas.
found out. Carolinas.
Carolinas.
CJ and his family are in the Adirondacks.
Mm.
Y'all know where that's at? I don't either. but I think he's in Gatlinburg.
I just hear Adirondack. I'm thinking of
Well,
a chair, you know.
It is a nice chair.
Yeah.
I know in CJ, I think that they go to Gatlinburg every year, so I'm assuming that's where they're at. It looked like a nice pool area in the picture he sent.
Horses and I don't know.
Good place to get burnt this week with the
Oh,
temperatures.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been out at the pool. I was out there yesterday, living it up with a brew.
I'm also going to say, I'll also tell y'all something. Had 0 alcoholic beverages last night.
Congratulations.
Right.
Yes.
Nundro. Is that by
Zero.
choice?
Yeah.
Leaping
too hot.
horse libations.
Yeah, Google that. Google that, and we'll
See where it's
we'll
at.
zone in on where his we'll get his coordinates.
There is a guy who does that on, one
Yeah,
of the social media.
yeah,
things. Send him a picture and he'll like.
Shut up. It's I had his name, and then he's damn something Monkey, Jose Monkey.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. Yeah, Jose.
Yeah, that's very cool that he.
That
can
is
do that.
not Gatlinburg, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. That is Walt Disney World.
Oh,
Disney's Boardwalk Villas.
Chauncey's got big money.
Oh.
Chauncey got that Disney money.
Yeah.
At least that's what's pulling up.
Okay.
It's pulling up. It's
Hey, with that kind of money, he's going to have to sit over here on the Republican couch.
just some,
The Mexican hiding from ICE is not happy with what you just said. If ICE walked in here right now and go, "We need you," and you go,
Well, yeah,
I don't even. I can't. I only know 5 words in Spanish.
and one of them is bean dip.
that is not Spanish.
I know it's
You
not.
pendejo.
You got close. You got close. You were on a good track, just laughing. You just could have kept with the laugh track and.
He always tries to take it a level up.
It's okay.
Yeah. Coach of the year,
actually, it
you got to
was
go
funny.
extra step.
What?
I thought it was.
Man, shut up.
Because he said the only Spanish word you know is bean dip.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Jamal, I've started wearing my Vans more. I'm not wearing them this morning. Do you wear socks?
Nope. Not at all.
I don't, Barry.
I don't. I'm just not.
That was just a tip, really, for my own.
Nah.
Sanity.
I usually don't. Actually, if I'm wearing jeans, I'll wear them. But I mean, to me, they're just slip-on summer shoes and shit. So I usually don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a big socks fan. That's why I have so many shoes so that none of them can stink.
Yeah. Also, I like the way that Jamal says "on"
On.
like that. When he says it to Siri when he's texting us, it comes through as one.
Yes.
That's how I know. It's one.
It's on.
I like it.
Siri does me wrong a lot of times.
Nah,
She does.
She fine.
He
she
texted me the other day.
And Chad,
He
apparently.
just texted me the other day, and it did him wrong. So I was like, huh?
Siri don't understand that southern dialect.
We have no camera today.
Yeah.
And we won't
Looks like
have another camera until we can afford a better camera.
In other words, screw you, hero.
I got that one.
Yeah, screw you.
It's a model of our GoPro. Sucks.
That's right.
So we have a
had one.
GoPro for sale. If anybody's interested, it's only been used 5 times.
Yeah. Probably be great for like athletic things.
Great for
adventure.
filming your bedroom activities. It only films like 8 minutes and 20 seconds at a time.
For
So
all
if
you
that's
s-
your average,
For all your cyclists, out there that want to
Make sure that when you get run
Record.
over, that there's evidence.
record
Put on
like
your
you're doing the Tour de France.
I think that would be a boring ass recording though. To like just watch somebody ride a bike and for hours.
hot take in Glasgow.
Yeah.
It's also dangerous. A lot of people have gotten run over in Glasgow on bikes.
Like now that is something I would want to see on the camera. Like bam, you fell over off the sidewalk in his bike.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I like that viral clip from Biden when he got his foot stuck.
Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good
He's
clip.
like, foot stuck in the
He
pedal.
just
and
stopped trying and just fell over. Anyway, give us a sound effect for the next segment.
Bring.
Perfect. This is Teo's Top Topics presented by Big Water this morning.
Big water.
Yeah. Real quick.
What's a little water?
I went on a deep dive last night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Down a conspiracy theory hole.
I love that
about
stuff.
flat Earth, and got into Big Water. Y'all know about Big Water, right?
No.
Coca-Cola owns 90% of the drinking water in the world.
Cool.
It's not true at all. Go ahead.
All right. So with
Also
today's
didn't do a deep dive into anything.
Good one to go in now.
The only deep
I
dive
sent
I
you
did
that
is
video the
I
other
watched
day.
a documentary on Randy Johnson, the big unit.
The big unit.
Go ahead, Matthew.
All right. Well, we'll start off at a New York high school where there are 15 sets of twins.
Damn.
Graduating.
Damn.
15.
A high school in the suburbs of New York City will be seeing double on graduation day this weekend among nearly 500 students in its graduating class. 30 are twins. It's a tight-knit group. Some of the students at Long Island's Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School have known each other since kindergarten. Their parents meeting through a local twins club. Some even still plan family vacations together. These days, some of the twins are on a group text chain, which has helped them cope with their newfound notoriety as graduation day approaches. Honestly, when we're together, the room is electric, said Sydney Monka, as she attended graduation rehearsal with the other twins earlier this week. We are all very comfortable around each other, and we all have these shared experiences, so we're all bouncing off each other. It's really cool. So I don't know that I'm not going to finish the rest of this, but it does say that the twins, they're twins but not identical. So they're not identical twins. So
I was sitting here thinking, I don't remember a set of twins in my graduating class.
I had a set.
You had a set. I'm pretty sure I had a couple sets.
Jamal, was there any in your class? You thinking that's what you're thinking of?
No, that's not.
No.
No, actually, I was thinking about. You remember back when they had the search commercial? There's 2 mints in one. One just ain't no fun. 2 is better than 1. That's what I was thinking about the whole time he's reading it.
Now, I had
Was that Search or
Search.
Double Mint Gum?
yeah.
Was it? Yes.
Double Mint Gum.
Yes.
So I had
Double your pleasure.
Yeah.
Double your fun. Double mint, double mint, double mint gum.
That was double mint, but Search had one too.
Man, I miss Certs.
certs.
He used to buy them at the bookstore.
remember
the fruit ones?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they were
Remember when
fire.
everybody went through the breath mint phase? You had like your little.
That's what
packet
we're
of
kind of
breath
just
mints.
talking about.
Yeah, but I just saying the phase. That was
Yeah,
like
some people still carry around breath mint. Shout out to Ben Wells this morning with his icebreaker duos.
Facts.
nice.
Yes.
Was y'all fans of the orange Tic Tacs?
That was candy.
That's
dog.
kind of what I
That
was.
was-
thinking.
Right,
That's
but
all that
it's
was.
considered, but it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was.
Had
My
your little
time-
clear package and
Yeah,
pour
the
some in your friend's hand.
Listerine strips back in the
I
day.
remember those.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Everybody normally was having. They went on a winter fresh kick.
Yeah, I was a big Altoids guy.
Yeah, Altoids had a kick too.
I like how we go from twins to Altoids
Yeah.
to breath mints.
That's how
Breath
interested we
mints.
were in that.
That's all because of the double mint in your commercial.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's next?
So next we have a Czech family of 3, which is accused of running a fake dental clinic.
A Mikolaj Czech family?
fake dental clinic.
Czechoslovakian police say they have detained 3 suspects who allegedly treated patients in a fake dental clinic without proper license or professional training. Police in a statement Wednesday said dozens of people visited the clinic after the family of 3 opened it at their home in the town I can't even pronounce,
Try.
some 100 kilometers
Try your
southeast
best.
of Prague.
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 Yeah.
Havlicek Broad.
Sounds accurate to
That
me.
is going to be a.
I wish that was Scoop's town. His country today.
Havlicek.
Sounds like something Chad would, that one of us would ask our wife. Have a cook tonight? Got the chair ready.
Some 100 kilometers southeast of Prague 2 years ago, the trio made 4 million Czech koruna, which is $185,000, before they were detained earlier this month. The 3 have pleaded guilty to the charges, including running an illegal business, attempted bodily harm, stealing, and illegal production and handling of narcotics, psychotropic substances, and poison. They face up to 8 years in prison. Police say the 22-year-old son consulted the internet to do procedures, including extractions, while his 50-year-old mother, a nurse by profession, worked as his assistant and provided materials. The 44-year-old father made prosthetic devices. The regional.
Prosthetic
Wait a
tooth.
minute. The dad's 44.
Yes.
Okay.
The son's 22. Didn't say how old mom was.
50.
He went older.
Trying to do some math there.
I tried.
The regional Denick newspaper said the clinic was reported by a dentist who was approached by a patient who suffered from complications after treatment. So, with it being a dental, hey, shout out to Integrity Dental Group, John Kirk Fry.
I was about to go there too. I was about to say, should this be a good time to shout out Integrity?
Shout out
dentist.
Integrity. So,
Shout out an actual dentist.
he is a licensed dentist. So, for all your dental needs.
It's also not check.
Yeah, right. He's not checked.
I don't think.
He's a fry.
Oh. Yeah, look, Jamal died.
I assume that's English. Jamal's dead.
He died. He dead.
It sounds like something Chad would say, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, he's not check. He's a fry.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is
That's
the
pretty
corny
good.
couch.
That was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. All right.
Good one,
and
Matthew.
I just wonder what they use for prosthetics. Like, hey man, go over and
Teeth.
saw up that
Teeth.
Tic Tac box. We're gonna put that in there in somebody's tooth.
Let's put this chiclet up in his mouth.
yeah. Be like, your tooth smell good, dog. It's
Chiclet up in his mouth. Yeah, put a mixed fruit one right there. All
Is
his
that what
teeth
you
are
got?
yeah.
All his teeth are square except the one that looks
Check
like
out
a
the blue
center.
ras. Search.
Yeah.
Lord.
How many you got?
I got this last article.
All right.
Men hit by lightning
Men?
Plural.
Okay.
plucked from mountain in record high Colorado helicopter rescue. Rescuers fetched 2 men struck by lightning from a Colorado peak in what they believe were the highest helicopter rescues on record in this mountainous state. 1 man remained hospitalized in fair condition Friday.
Go ahead. Please stop it before. Tell us about the mountainous state. Mountainous. Mountainous. Mountaneous.
Dead.
Spontaneous mountains. Mountaneous.
Listen, this is what you get when you get 3 middle-aged men trying to read an article at 5:30 in the morning. Jamal don't count. He's not.
I'm also
middle-aged.
not reading anything.
Yet.
Jamal's not middle-aged.
He said yet. I'm about to read something. Apparently. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Mountainous.
Monte.
Mountainous.
Mountaneous. Hey,
Hell yeah.
Choke and die.
oh God, I
right,
can't take
all right.
it this early morning.
Come on.
Big tears.
Reel it in. Whew. Yeah. Yes.
Goose fraba.
Yeah.
All right. 1 man remained hospitalized in fair condition Friday, while the other was treated at the hospital and released. The rescues happened late Thursday near the summit of Torrey's Peak at 14,300 foot mountain, about 40 miles west of Denver. Torrey's Peak is ranked variously as the 11th or 12th highest summit in Colorado and is less than 200 feet shorter than the state's highest mountain, Mount Elbert. The men
Jesus Christ.
The men from New York State, whose identities weren't released, had decided to summit the mountain during a road trip. Alpine Rescue Team Public Information Officer Jake Smith said. They first called for help around 5 p.m. after getting off course on their way up a technical route. A different route doesn't require climbing gear or expertise. It doesn't sound like they had a ton of prior experience. I think it was probably just a lack of awareness, said Smith, who was among the rescuers on the ground. Rescue officials guided the men back on course, and they made it to the summit. Minutes later, one of them called back to report they had been struck by lightning. About 30 rescuers went up the mountain while another team used a Colorado National Guard Black Hawk helicopter to get the more seriously injured man, who was non-responsive and in critical condition, off the peak using a hoist at 14,200 feet. Dog, could you?
I can't, man. I broke loose something when that laughed.
I would mute him every time I see it, but y'all are on the same channel this morning.
Sorry.
So
Really try. I'm just thinking, like, golly, like the thought of even surviving a lightning strike, it's kind of crazy.
Eugene Wood was hit by lightning twice.
Yeah, I know.
Twice.
I mean, you think the odds of that.
Yeah,
you could end up like Screech on Saved by the Bell and have.
This is quite rude, but I wonder if his cell service was better when he called afterwards.
y'all have seen that clip on the news where they try to interview that woman that's been struck by lightning and the video glitches, and it's like,
yeah. That's,
and the guy's losing it.
Oh yeah,
It's like, that's not how she sounds.
Yes.
I've not
I
seen
remember
that.
that one.
God bless. That was better.
broke something.
You
loose
need a
with all
minute?
that laugh. No, it's going. I broke something.
It's gonna be
loose.
like that now, and he's not
It's
gonna move
gonna
the
be like this
microphone.
for a
We're gonna hear
couple
that all the rest of the show.
Yep. Broke loose some phlegm from that laughing.
Good job, Matthew, on your homework.
Boy.
Mountaneous, baby.
Okay. Don't get me going back down that road.
Mountainous.
Yep.
Well, it was Mountaneous. It's pretty
It
good.
will be.
Thank you, Matthew. Close us out there, James.
Ring.
I always
It's like,
forget.
it's like you don't even listen to the show after we do it.
it just
Yeah.
sporadically
Yeah.
forgets.
Yeah. I got. I need that pause so everybody can feel it coming. Right. It's like a deep breath. They're trying to hold a fart in.
Okay. You know what Arby's is?
It's where the meats are.
They do have them.
Arby's sauce, my heritage.
Yeah, that's right. Do you know where Arby's got their name?
Roast beef, RB.
Man. That's right.
Moe's.
Found it last night. RB, yeah, roast beef. That sounds like a restaurant that I would name. That's how our brain works.
That's cool.
You have initials and turn it into a name, and then we do the opposite.
Yes.
That is cool.
Yeah.
If you didn't know it, and their logo for a long time was a cowboy hat. You know,
Yeah, I'd forgotten that. Yeah, the cowboy hat.
I'm not sure what roast beef and cowboys have in common. But
Or just a hat in general.
Maybe.
yeah, maybe the guy who started Arby's wore a cowboy hat.
Maybe he was a cowboy.
Maybe he was Toby Keith
Could be.
and cashed in like Alan Jackson did on 9/11 and changed his whole image to fit the George W. Bush administration and sell more records.
I think that was
Hot take.
Yeah.
Conspiracies.
I don't think that was.
No, but
Anyway,
moving on.
nice hot takes, by the way.
nice top topics, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even know the damn name of the segment.
You can keep doing
Too
hot
focused
takes.
on the brain.
He's a nice hot takes this morning.
Nice hot takes, Matthew.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't. They were news articles.
I meant to say-
Twins.
Should have been hot cakes.
Lightning.
Nice hot cakes.
All right. It is Pride Month, so I support that.
Pride.
It's time for Chauncey's Challenge. You ready for Chauncey's Challenge this week?
Chauncey's challenge. Chauncey's challenge.
Chauncey's Challenge.
Chance.
Chauncey.
On the spot.
Chauncey's Challenge this week. He sent it to me. Here it is.
Who's it presented by?
Uh,
Brought to you by what?
Big water.
Big Water.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. They sponsor everything.
Mountaneous Water Company.
Perfect.
Tastes like the mountains.
But
Spring water.
Tastes like spontaneous mountains.
That's what I was going to say. Spontaneous mountains. But just appear.
We spontaneously created this water from the mountains of Colorado.
Yeah.
It's got a nice, crisp spruce taste to it.
Hey. From the mountains of Spontaneous.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm not gonna shit
like
on
you
you.
try not to.
My brain went there too, but I stopped myself.
Yeah.
The delay, it just kind of kicked in. It's just like, is that funny? Is it not funny?
All right, here's Chauncey's challenge this morning. For the rest of your life, you can only wear one of these things. Okay?
Okay.
Everything else that you own in this category goes away. Would you rather wear Crocs or flip-flops? Not slides. Flip-flops or Crocs?
That's easy. Give me those Crocs.
Easy.
Give me those Crocs.
Easy.
Yeah.
Give me those Crocs.
Most is taking the Crocs.
Yeah, man.
CJ didn't give me his answer.
I can get a 4x4 version where I strap
Yeah,
in.
get the strap on.
That's what I'm.
I've never owned a pair of Crocs, so I don't know what they feel like to wear, so I'd go flip-flops.
But I also have a pair of Croc tennis shoes, so.
No, these are the OG.
No, he wasn't
Crocs.
specific.
I'm being specific as the executive
But
producer.
it's Chauncey's challenge,
Yeah, well,
not Wade's. Shit.
good try.
Wade's shit.
You going with flip-flops?
I'll roll with the flops.
I know Chad's going with flip-flops. What?
No,
I've never
I'm with
seen you in
Jamal.
Crocs.
I got some that's got the fur on the inside of them for the winter.
I did have some of those too.
For the winter. Like you can't wear them in summer; it'd be sweaty.
I'm going with flip-flops.
Time out. Y'all have shoes with fur.
Hey,
in
they got
them?
that's their version of
I've got
Uggs. dog.
Vans with fur in them.
Old school. Look, I got old school Crocs. They got the 4-wheel drive, and they got fur in them for winter.
Four-wheel
feet warm.
drive.
It's so feminine.
Strap
though.
comes in the back.
Flip-flops?
You can wear them in the winter, dog. You got to wear
Win 'em.
wear no socks.
You can wear
win
them
'em.
win them.
Now I don't feel so
Winner.
bad. Mountaneous, we're talking about Winham.
You wear them and win them. Stop.
I just think that flip flops, your feet gets just so freaking dirty.
You got to think about
Yeah,
the
but
seasons
Crocs,
too.
Crocs, y'all know I have sensory issues, right?
Yeah.
Look at the lining of that slide I've got on. Look at my foot. It matches. I don't like the texture of that.
For you listeners out there, he's showing us his foot.
You could choose any flip flop though, one with better texture. You know,
Your feet
I'm
still
going
gonna
with
get
flip flops.
dirty.
I'm saying I was shitting on Crocs.
but Crocs have different, textures too. Yeah.
No, it's only OG Crocs or the flip flops between the big toe and the.
Exactly, and you can't wear socks with that.
Pointer
shit.
toe.
You can't wear socks with that.
Who can wear? Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's right.
No,
You
that's
could
not
cut
true.
the socks.
There's people that do. Still.
You could cut the
There
socks.
There are still socks and flip flop people out there.
I will guarantee you they make socks that have 4 flip flops that have the cutout.
Well,
I
I mean,
guarantee-
the
Yeah,
easiest
I
thing
guarantee
is
you didn't say OG flip flops because you got on slides. I thought you just meant
These don't count.
those don't count. It's literally got to go between the
I
big
said.
toes.
I even said slides don't count.
But here's the thing, though. They still sell toe socks, so therefore you could have socks and flip flops on.
But I mean, I'm still. If I could see it, I would still laugh. Like, look at this fool.
Yeah.
Flip
Oh well, yeah, 100%,
And socks on.
100%. But
If I could find a pair of Crocs that didn't have like the texture on the
see, I don't even know.
bottom, it was just smooth. Maybe, but I couldn't do the strap in
I
the
bet
back.
you
That would
somebody's
bother
thought
me.
about that, and there's probably some.
The strap in the back would bother me.
But you don't have to. You can pull that forward. You can go 2-wheel drive.
Well, we've gone 2 and 2, and we don't know what CJ would have picked.
I think CJ probably went flip flop. Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I feel like CJ would have went flip
I've
flops.
seen him in flip flops. I've never seen him in a pair of
Let me
Crocs.
text him real quick.
You've never seen me in a pair of Crocs either, but I'm still picking them joints.
That's right. But dude, they're underrated. They're fantastic.
So are my Croc tennis shoes. They are the best. Waterproof.
I'm telling you, like people laugh about those winter ones, dude. Wearing them around the house, got to run out, take some garbage out, whatever, throw them on.
Yeah.
They're nice and crispy warm.
Yeah, that's not a joke. I misspoke. I don't have Crocs with that like you, but I do have Vans with the same kind of lining inside for winter.
Is it wool or is it fur?
It's
don't know what you-
It's
Synthetic.
Boots with the fur.
It's synthetics.
That's what I think of,
damn,
dog.
it's fleece.
Uggs.
Yeah,
Fleece.
fleece.
It's their
fleece line.
version of Uggs.
Yeah, it's
Kinda.
fleece.
Fleece line.
That sounds better than fur.
Yeah. Well, nah, I couldn't think of
Crocs with the fur, with the fur.
Because that's what I think about.
Yeah,
When
right.
y'all talk about the fur in the shoes, I'm like, these motherfuckers
Got
getting
some
low?
pelts.
They at the house getting low? Yeah. What they,
Shorty got low.
I'm out here killing some beavers and putting them in my shoes, beaver pelts.
First motherfucker is on one.
Did he just say beaver pelt?
Yeah,
Sure did.
Swear he is.
Oh my god.
All right. One of these things got to go forever. You can never have one again.
Oh, there's another one. Okay.
Yeah, this is mine.
Oh.
I came up with this.
Okay.
So don't shit on me this time, Mose.
Okay.
Literally, don't do it.
One's got to go forever. Okay?
Forever.
Squints.
That's right. Tacos, hamburgers, or pizza. You can never eat one of those things again. The original question I saw on Instagram had spaghetti or pasta in there too, and I hate pasta, so I didn't think that was fair.
I love pasta.
For me, hamburgers gotta go. I love
What?
tacos. I love tacos and pizza, man.
For me, I'm dipping out on the pizza. I love tacos and burgers more.
I'm gonna switch it over there, but I'm getting rid of the tacos.
Of course
Get
you
the
would.
burgers and the pizza.
The Trump in the room would get rid of the Mexican food. Calling ICE to take away tacos. I'm also getting rid of pizza. And I love
Shame
all
on
three of
Yes.
these things.
The Italians are
Truly
coming for
love.
you. Yeah, they are.
I love all three of these things.
Matza.
But my Mexican heritage got to keep the tacos. And now that I've perfected burgers on my Blackstone, got to keep the burgers. I love a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I'm like Wimpy from the cartoon.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Yeah, pizza's going for me, and I love pizza.
Yeah, and I enjoy
Pizza's
pizza.
good.
I just over the past, for instance, take the past month, I've eaten one hamburger. I've eaten tacos and pizza multiple times.
Yeah.
I love tacos and pizza.
Okay. So here's a question.
Okay.
So here's a question.
All right.
Let's take out pizza and put out wings. What do you remove?
Put in wings.
Put in wings and
Take
out
out
pizza.
Take out pizza.
So you got tacos, burgers, and wings.
Well, Jamal's still getting rid of hamburgers.
Yeah.
Facts.
But now,
CJ.
I'm going wings all day. Give me all the wings. So I'm gonna have to lose tacos at that point.
I'll go without burgers.
I love hamburger. I love a good hamburger.
I enjoy a good. Don't get me wrong.
Good
I love a burger,
cheeseburger.
but I could eat tacos every day. And I mean, who don't like a great buffalo wing?
I saw another challenge the
I mean,
other
just
day.
who don't?
Speaking of burgers, I saw another challenge the other day. It's called the 60-second Big Mac challenge.
Yes, I saw that. 60.
Devour.
Yeah, 60-second Big Mac. Yeah,
You got to
we're
devour
not doing
Big
that
Mac.
on this
No,
show.
vomit.
Not at 5:30 in the morning. We're not.
No,
They eat as many Big Macs.
No.
no, just you got to.
Can you finish one in 60 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh,
I might be able
And
to
it
do
seems
that.
Wait a minute.
Easy.
Which one are you? Answer the question.
What? What was it?
Wings, tacos,
Oh.
hamburgers. One's got to go.
Today, Junior.
Yeah, I guess I'm still getting rid of tacos. I love tacos.
I do
though.
too.
I really do.
Absolutely.
We go to Mexican restaurants all the time, nonstop. So.
CJ went with Crocs.
Yeah.
he did go.
He's a
with
Croc
Crocs.
guy. I asked if he owned a pair of Crocs. He said yes, he does. One pair, and they're all white.
Just like the watch.
Billy Joe white Crocs.
Yeah.
Billy Joe.
Okay, we have reached that time where we need to take a break, but it's time for me to give Chad his country of the week. I know that everybody else was excited about this segment as I was because I worked hard on it yesterday, literally.
For all you listeners out there,
Do I
be
get
sure
multiple choice this week?
be sure to check it out on Facebook on our page.
We going live again for this?
I guess so. I mean, he just teased it, so I guess we got to do it. And here I am wearing freaking slides with my nose.
Hey,
His feet.
Do not.
The whole episode is just zoomed in on his feet on Facebook Live.
Y'all know
it'll get removed. It won't even get posted.
you two know that I do not have toenails, so please do not.
What happened to your
they're
toenails,
overrated.
bro?
Hey,
I had them removed.
He had an issue there.
I had an infection.
All your toenails?
Not all of them.
Just the
I
big
have
toes.
8 toenails.
Yeah, 8.
Both his big toenails.
They're gone.
Damn,
They
they
got-
never grew back.
They
No,
got,
no. They killed the root and everything.
Damn, dog.
I got pictures of it.
I know it's well. I mean,
That's
I can't
wild.
see it anyway. But
Well, I meant I could post it. Like if people wanted to pay me for pictures of my.
Hey, there's
So
probably
I got a
somebody.
question for
There's
you.
probably somebody out there would pay to see your feet.
So I got a question for you. Do you develop a callus there now?
Yeah,
So it kind of
that's why I don't want
protects
them
itself?
to be shown. It's rough looking.
Well, we'll never know.
You want to feel it?
No, I just wondering if the callus came back over.
Yeah, yeah.
Chad, you want to feel my
It's
toes?
a weird feeling. It feels like a callus on your palm.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a
Finger.
protective thing. Your body's
Yeah.
like, oh, I ain't got no toenails no more. We better harden this area up.
no, man, not to have to cut my toenails forever. I'm thinking about it.
No,
Not
I still
really.
got 8 to
Not
cut.
really.
Yeah. Do you ever
They're the
get
much easier
confused?
ones to-
You cut the little ones, then you're like, oh wait, I don't have to cut the big ones.
Well,
Forgot.
this is probably that's too nasty to say. No, I don't have that problem. All right, scoop of the world. This week's country is Oman.
Oh, mine.
You want to spell it? Bonus points if you can spell it.
OMAN.
You got it.
Okay.
Good job. 1 bonus point. Let's take a quick break, give Chad time to study, and we'll be right back on What Are We Even Talking About?
All right,
God
and we
damn
are
it.
back, ladies and gentlemen, and
You know
we
it's the
have
cough
a
episode.
smoker's hack that has been going on all morning because of Scoop.
Yeah, welcome back. All right, it is time for Scoop of the World. His country is Oman. We're about to go live on Facebook. As soon as
Scoop of the world.
Damn, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Oh, nope. I actually had a song.
A jingle.
He said, "Oh."
Yep.
A jingle. All right. You tag us on
Scoop can show you the world. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Welcome in on Facebook this morning. Now, welcome in on Facebook this morning, all of our fans and followers on Facebook.
Yeah.
Be sure to share this video and give us a like. And that flash is bright.
Bright.
It's very bright. Chad's here in his Atlanta Braves T-shirt and his Vineyard Vine shirt to look like his buddy Matt. They share a couch. All right. What was the name of your country this week?
Oman.
Oman. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And here's your first question.
Okay.
What is the capital of Oman? A. Salalah. B. Nizwa. C. Muscat. D. Atlantis, but only during high tide.
C. Muscat.
C. Muscat.
I remember that. I thought it was Muscat.
We are missing CJ this morning, so I am wearing double duty this morning. Question number 2, what is the name of the traditional dagger worn by Omani men on special occasions? A. Banana blade. B. Kanjar. C. Saif. Saf. I don't know how to pronounce that. SAIF. Or D. Pocket lightsaber.
D.
I'm gonna go with
D.
B.
What is it?
I don't remember.
The
what B.
Kanjar?
Yeah, the Kanjar.
Kanjar.
Yeah.
Question number 3. Oman is the oldest independent state in the Arab world. A, true. B, false. C, only on weekends. D, depends on who's asking.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay. Question. Shout out
What's
to
up,
Jonathan
Houch?
Houchins this morning.
What's up, Houch?
Hello, brethren. Question number 4. What is the national animal of Oman?
Oh.
A, the Arabian leopard. B, the Arabian oryx. C, the dromedary camel. Or D, the desert unicorn. And it has an emoji.
I want it to be D, but I'm gonna go with C.
C, okay.
The camel.
Question number 5. Which famous port city in Oman was once a thriving center for trade with Africa, India, and the Far East? A. We're not starting with B.
Yeah.
A. Muscat. B. Sohar, C. Salala, or D. SpongeBobopolis?
All right, let's do B. Do B and C again.
Okay. B was Sohar. C was Salala.
And what was D? What was D?
SpongeBobopolis. SpongeBopolis.
Kimberly's watching us live as well.
Slice.
Morning, Kimberly.
Hello, Kimbo.
B. We've got a lot of B's here. I'm probably failing today.
B, you're going with B, Sohar.
So hard. Yeah.
All right. Question number 6. What is the name of the desert located in the southern part of Oman? A. Wahiba Sands. B. These words. B. Dasti Kavar.
Okay.
C. Rubakali. In parentheses says empty quarter. Or D. The giant sandbox of doom.
All right, read A and B again.
Wahhabi Sands. B is Dasti Kavar.
Kavar. That's how they say Pastor Cavassier over there.
I think it's B.
Dusty Kavar.
All right. Moving on to the second page.
Okay, I'm going to look.
Question number 7. What are the two governorates? I should have read this before. That are enclaves within the UAE.
Okay.
All right. A. Dhofar and Barami.
Okay.
B. Madai and Musandam. C. Sir and Ibri. Or D. Netflix and Chilistan.
You got to do them again, dog.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Dog, I'm sitting over here like, there's no way he's getting these right if the reader can't even pronounce it.
Hey, mind your business. A. Dhofar and Barami. B. Madai and Manastam. C. Sir and Ibri. Or D. Netflix and Chilistan.
Spell Ibri.
IBRI.
Use it in a sentence.
A. I'm going to go from a 90 to F. Yeah.
When is Oman's National Day celebrated? I actually can pronounce all of these options.
Okay.
When is Oman's National Day celebrated? January 1st, May 23rd, November 18th, every full moon with a goat surface. Sacrifice. It's like goat sacrifice.
Today has been the We Can't Talk episode. What was C again?
November 18th.
And what was A?
January 1st.
A, January 1st.
Okay. Question number 9.
Okay.
What is Oman's national beverage? A. Mint tea. B. Coffee. C. Lemon juice. Or D. Mountain Dew.
Coffee.
Coffee.
I'm going to go with Hidalgo there. Coffee.
All right.
I like coffee.
Question number 10, last question. What is the name of the mountain region in Oman known for its diverse landscape? A. The Taurus Mountains. B. The Jebel Mahar. C. Al Hajar Mountains. Or D. Mount Zoom Zoom.
A and C again. Let me see.
Taurus Mountains.
Okay.
C. Al Hajar Mountains.
We're going A.
Chad, how do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel?
I feel like I got about 20.
You got a 40. You got 4 out of 10.
Better than I thought.
Ladies and gentlemen on Facebook, this has been Scoop of the World, and This is What Are We Even Talking About? Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and follow. You don't have to share this one because I don't pronounce things correctly, especially in the Arabic language.
Share it.
Share it. Hey.
But I appreciate you all tuning in and being with us this morning and seeing Chad finally fail one of these.
Hey, I
Check
want
the
to say
podcast out.
2 90s and a 40. I'm still got a B. Right, I got a B in this class.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks a lot. Tune in next week as we we'll be back on Facebook Live next week for next week's rendition of Scoop of the World.
I'm sorry. We now ended the live video.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that shit was hilarious, dog.
Dude, this has been an episode of Can't Talk. Like
Okay,
we
we are still recording on our podcast, so
yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Can I text? Dude! I'm sorry, dog. Text our guest and give him a time frame. How long are we thinking? Probably another 15, 20 minutes, or we getting ready to?
Yeah, 15 minutes. Be good. All right. Hope everybody out there listening enjoyed Scoop of the World and me stumbling over some of these pronunciations.
Thought you did it perfectly.
Scoop can show you the world.
That was fun. It's always fun.
Yes. That one.
That's a good segment. I like it.
Me too.
I enjoy it, but next time pick a country you can pronounce it.
No. Please don't. Keep doing what you do, dog.
Mount Zoom.
I'm that Arabic language, man.
Oh God, it's brutal.
Some of those are hard to pronounce.
Where's Jimmy Davenport when you need him?
James.
I think he's in Philly.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea where he is. But, man, he was an encyclopedia of knowledge.
Man went to Yale.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
He did.
Okay. Sorry, I'm tagging everybody on Facebook before I get to the next segment here. CJ's Crocs are all white, but he forgot to mention that they also have orange and black. So he got the HD version, the heavy duty version that you probably get from what's that place in town, Rural King?
Black and yellow.
Yeah. Okay. That's done. I tagged everybody. There you go, Mose. You've been tagged in that.
Sweet.
Scoop of the World. What's your favorite 80s and 90s TV shows?
Yes.
I asked you to bring 5, right? Did anybody rank them?
I didn't rank.
I didn't rank mine.
I did.
Chad
Okay,
ranked
you're the
his.
only one that did, so we're
Put them
gonna
in order.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to name them in order, that's perfectly fine.
No. Yeah. You don't have to.
I'll lead off with CJ's, and then which way we want to go? We want to go Jamal or Chad?
Go Scoop since he ranked his.
Ranked them.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, let me get to CJ's real quick.
Read the actual question again.
What are
your favorite 80s and 90s TV shows?
Okay. All right. I want to make sure that there wasn't anything direct in there like sitcoms or anything like that. So, okay.
It could be sitcom, drama, romance. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna write this down. One that's definitely on his list that he's gonna say because he just said that. I know it's on there.
HI, baby.
All right, CJ's favorite 80s and 90s TV shows: Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters, Alf, Saved by the Bell, and Married with Children.
I can dig those.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Scooper.
Okay. In no particular order. I did.
Oh, I also know another one.
You know that there's going to be a.
You've already said this one on the show, like
honorable
first
mention.
couple episodes.
Yeah, it's going to be first. All right.
Stroker Ace.
That is not a TV show. It's a great
I know.
movie, though.
I know.
Shout out.
All
So
right.
great.
Dukes of Hazzard,
Should have put that one on there too.
Friends, Home Improvement,
Uh-huh.
The Wonder Years, and Family Matters.
Really?
And honorable mention, The Drew Carey Show. I forgot how much I used to
I
laugh
used to
at
watch
that.
this show.
Why did you even preface this question with your question? Because all of those are sitcoms.
I know.
You had to know.
I just wanted to make sure that like I wasn't doing anything wrong.
I knew for certain SportsCenter was going to be on there.
Sports Center.
No, I'd prefaced that before, but I thought about it like
I had Home Improvement. That was the other one I wrote down.
yeah.
I knew
you
that
had
would be
that
on there.
All right, Teo.
All right, so not mine in no in particular order either. I've got a couple extras on here also, but I've got Growing Pains, Saved by the Bell, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Alf, MacGyver,
Oh, I forgot that. Used to love that.
Doogie Howser, MD,
That was one I considered putting out.
and Webster.
Webster.
So you had 7.
I did. I had 2 extra on. I had to pull a scoop and go above and beyond.
Don't follow doesn't follow instructions well.
yeah.
That's what's going home on your report card. Have Kim sign that and bring it back.
You gonna pin it to my T-shirt?
Bring it back next week. Jamos.
Fresh Prince, of course. Family Matters. Of course, Saved by the Bell. The Cosbys. And I used to love Punky Brewster, man. It's been one of my favorite
Punky
movies.
was good.
It's been one of my favorite shows ever.
Punky Brewster.
Nice.
And I have some honorable mentions, but
Go ahead.
nah, that's cool. I'm good.
Put them honorables on there.
Go ahead.
I did like Alf, and surprisingly, I used to love MacGyver. MacGyver was the shit.
Cool.
Hey man, I'm telling you.
He'd always have some cool way of fixing the problem.
Yeah, man, he'd take a.
Once Wade reads off his list, I've got a question to see if y'all watched a couple of these other shows.
Here's mine. Wonder Years. Alf. 4 of us had Alf.
That's awesome.
Family Matters. The Cosby Show. And Saturday Night Live.
I think 4 of us had Family Matters, too.
Yep.
Maybe.
I loved Urkel.
I enjoyed it.
CJ had an honorable mention I forgot to mention. Sorry. Sorry, Chauncey. That was in a different text. Night Court.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
See, and
that
they
was
just booted the reboot that had Melissa
They
Ross.
booted the reboot.
Yeah, it was on NBC.
They cut it.
It didn't make the. It didn't make.
It
my
lasted
list,
3
but-
seasons.
What was the big tall guy's name?
Bull.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
One of my favorites, and I watched it specifically for her, was Who's the Boss for Alyssa Milano. I was in love with her.
Yeah, we fist bumped last week.
Yeah, I was like,
I should have had that. That's honorable mention of mine.
Yeah, she's.
How many of y'all?
Angela.
Yeah. it was a male housekeeper. It was like what? Yeah.
How many of y'all? Did any of y'all watch Mr. Belvedere?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Belvedere. Yep.
What about It's a Small World?
I didn't watch
Or no,
that.
It's a Small Wonder, I believe it was. What
Small. It's just called Small Wonders.
Small Wonder.
with an S.
The
Small
little
Wonders.
girl was a robot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one, too.
Yeah.
All those shows were solid shows.
Full House could have been on mine.
Full House. I mean, I think everybody. TGIF. I mean, you
Anything
hadn't
on
watched,
TGIF.
It was like
could have been
Full
on there.
House.
Step
You
by
had Family
Step.
Matters.
Family Matters.
Step by Step was on there.
Boners to Bone.
Boners.
So here, I'm gonna just like talk about all this because this is the thought I had the other day. Whenever you had it, well, and look, and that's the perfect example. Everybody in our family has. Everybody in our family at this age right now has a tablet or a phone, and even if we sit down to watch a movie, I want to say 60%, over half of them, have their phone out, not even paying attention to the movie. Like. That was the cool thing about watching those shows back then. Is like everybody watched at the same time.
As a family.
They laughed and
But-
Well, you didn't also have that external technology.
right. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. Like
But-
so, like you can't even enjoy that part of it now.
But it's not even, I don't even think that's the issue. I think that it's the fact that nothing on TV, like, really is meant. I mean, there's so much, like, sex, violence, and things
Yeah,
on TV that there's not that genuine step-by-step show or Full House show, or even, like, you look at Modern Family, I mean, they have adult situations in there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really bother me that, you know, the kids take on the tablets, but, I mean, it's just cool for everybody to sit down
Yeah.
that was the
together.
cool part about our generation.
Yeah, I mean, because on Friday nights as a family, whether it was ordering pizza, whatever,
On a
or
Blockbuster.
somebody was making dinner, y'all sat down about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and y'all sitting there watching TGIF, watching the TV shows or whatnot as a family, and that wasn't no phones, you weren't on no computer. I mean, you actually enjoyed time with your family.
I can tell you this: as a small kid playing with, like, I can hear this to this day and know exactly what it is. Da, 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 da.
Jeopardy?
No, Dallas Friday nights. Like
Sounded
families
just like
would get
Jeopardy.
together.
It did sound like Jeopardy.
He did. I was about to say.
But now you had Dallas, and there was another one too.
Too young to remember. Dallas.
Like neighborhood families would come over, and like the adults would watch it together. And I'd be sitting over in the corner putting like blocks together or something. Like
Lincoln
I remember-
Logs.
He's
Yeah,
playing them Lincoln
yeah,
Logs.
yeah. We had a lot of Lincoln Logs was
Lincoln
good
Logs.
back in the day.
Chad's old.
Yep. They come in a
Tinker
10.
Toys.
They come in a 10. Lincoln Logs. You're coming to 10.
Tiddlywinks.
They actually did a reboot
Jax.
to Dallas that was
Jax.
on
Yeah.
Netflix, and I enjoyed the hell out of that one too.
Which one?
Dallas. They did a
Oh,
reboot
yes,
to
yes.
Dallas on Netflix.
Yeah, I did see
I
pieces of
love
it.
that motherfucker. I loved it though.
Nobody was watching Blossom.
Blossom only had one season. I didn't realize that.
Really?
No, sorry. That was My So-Called Life. Had one season.
Yeah, that Jared Leto was on that.
But Blossom didn't have many.
No.
It's like
I think
maybe
Blossom
three.
had like three.
I was
Yeah.
looking at. I watched a lot of Roseanne back in the day.
Whoa.
That was fun.
Still be in love
Growing
with
Hey,
six.
hey.
We were not in my house. I was not allowed to watch Roseanne.
Yeah, yeah. As
My
I-
mom thought that was white trash.
Yeah.
What about Perfect Strangers?
Balky
Balky.
Bartakamus.
Yeah.
I did like Perfect Strangers.
Yes.
Do you remember the show Wings?
Wings.
Yes,
I used to
Wings
watch
was on
USA. I used to watch
Northern
that.
Exposure.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Didn't watch that one.
Northern Exposure.
I didn't watch it
That
very
show's
much.
amazing. To this day, it's good.
What about Coach?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I binge watched Coach not too long ago.
Yeah, hey. It's
good.
really
It's good.
Dauber.
Dauber.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Seinfeld.
No, I love Seinfeld, but okay. I didn't watch it.
Reruns.
I
Yes.
didn't watch it in the '80s.
Yep, I'm sorry.
I hated myself. I love Seinfeld.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I do too.
I watch it on loops all the way through and back again.
Yep.
But I didn't watch it back then, so I didn't put it on there.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Nobody
better.
mentioned Baywatch.
No.
Dude, that is on repeat
I
on my
watched
TV.
Baywatch for like 6 to 7 minutes at a time.
Yeah,
Martin.
That's it. After that, I'm done. I was done.
Intro, and
Martin.
then like a couple of scenes, and then outro.
Martin,
Martin.
the Wayans brothers.
Wayans brothers.
Yes.
All that?
And Living Color.
What about all that?
Moesha.
I ain't
And
watching
Clarissa Explains It All?
Dog.
That was Nickelodeon, dog. Yeah, I
I
watched
can't
it.
believe I forgot. I didn't.
Dinosaurs.
All right, let's move on. We can go on this forever.
Not the mama.
Yeah.
Not the mama,
My
yes.
mom loved that show, Dinosaurs. She still quotes that show to this day.
Yeah.
Family Ties.
Tell you were about to say something. You said after Wade finishes, I got a question.
I brought it
So-
up, Mr. Belvedere.
That was your burning question, Mr.
I was just
Belvedere?
asking about another show.
Okay.
It wasn't
He
anything.
kept like a journal, right, for a family that he was the housekeeper,
Yes.
sitter.
Chad, you didn't mention Silver Spoons either.
Yeah. Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky
Ricky
Schroeder,
Schroeder.
boy.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's good times. Good times.
We grew up in a good decade, man, of good TV
When
shows.
I think of those shows, it reminds me of Pizza Hut pizza
Facts.
Yes.
the buffet.
and Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow.
These kids
Mellow
are never going to know what Pizza Hut buffet was
And
like.
I can still smell Blockbuster because it kind of smelled like piss. Because to me, no offense to Blockbuster, but to
R. Kelly's house.
but listen,
Come on, down again.
there's something about buttered popcorn once it gets a little well done that has a hint of urine smell.
Yeah.
Dad used to pop his popcorn on the stove. He did
Pop
it old
Secret?
school.
We'd always get that
Yes.
candy. They'd be like, that candy's overpriced. We'll stop at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
my-
Yes.
We grew up in basically the same house.
Going
Yeah.
to the movies, it was like your parents stuff all that candy in their purse and whatnot, and you going in
See,
there.
see, my parents never did that. Of course, we didn't go to the movies as a family a bunch, but I went to the movies with you and your family a lot,
Yeah.
and your Medina did do that.
Oh, she do it 100%.
Yeah, Medina knows
hey,
what's up.
tell you when we go to Chicago visit family and they take me and my cousins Chris and John Paul, we'd all go. That's exactly what they do. They would load it down. They stop off at like a Jewel or a I can't remember the name. It wasn't Costco. It was like Oscars or some shit. I don't know. It's something in Chicago, but they would go in there and go right there to the candy aisle and be like, all right, pick out 2 or 3 pieces of candy, whatever that you want, and they'd stuff them things in the purse.
Yep, facts.
All right, cool. Chad, we need to take a quick break so you can get Eric situated. Mm-hmm. All right, folks, we'll be right back. Here's a word from Big Water.
Oh, God, this feels good.
Welcome back, everybody. The Wawita Boys are back, and we are joined this morning by Eric Ferguson. Eric, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Eric. I talked with Eric last week. We grew up in the same neighborhood in our younger years, and Eric, I think you're a year older than me. Did you graduate in '94 or '95?
I should have graduated in '95, but I got held back in like fourth grade. So I mean, I should have graduated in '95. So I'm 48.
Okay,
so we're close. I graduated in '96.
When did you turn 48?
In April.
In April.
Not too long.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm turning in November. So yeah, I knew that you were a little bit older by not much. One of the things that we talked
Chad's
about.
asking the important questions this morning.
It's all that matters.
When's your birthday?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
What's your sign? What's your sign?
Blue. I'm a Kentucky fan. It's diehard blue. Even my cold punch is blue.
What's your
Hey.
sign?
We gotta love that.
He's Aries.
No, when you and I talked this week, we talked about men's health and this is Men's Mental Health Month, and I know that you and I had talked briefly, and you're the executor of what I think is one of the bigger Facebook pages that I'm part of, and I'll let you talk about that and how that kind of came about first.
Oh, the Man Cave?
Yes.
Yes, it's a fun group. I know. Okay, let me see. I just wanted a place that men could come and joke around and cut up, and no women allowed, even though I get like multiple requests from women every day, and it kind of pisses me off. I'm like, why are you here? But, I mean, they do some political stuff, but nobody cares which side you're on. We're all civil. We like to joke around, and BS. But we also talk about topics that are real serious too. So it's kind of like just a place for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. We share everything from funny memes to people having some serious conversations about things going on in men's life and trying to encourage men and try to do things that support us as men.
I want men to support their businesses on there too, so everybody knows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like share your business, do all that. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just so the listeners know, where are you currently?
I'm in Alberton right now in my cold plunge.
That's what I was going to get at. Yeah. So
yes,
technically,
yeah,
I was going to say, I knew you told me you were going to do that. So technically, that's one of the things I was going to mention was, you have a past history working in the hospitality management, and you said you had a BS in hospitality and dietetics. That's what I was going to say. I want to make sure. Look, you don't know this, but this has been the episode of mispronunciations. I can't even get it out. Yeah, it's been awful. But tell us a little bit about how you went into that and what kind of things that you do for health.
Oh, well, thank you. Actually, I was such a skinny little kid. I was like 115, 20 pounds soaking wet in high school, and I kind of got where I didn't like being the skinny kid. So I had to lift weights and got new nutrition. Then I was 25 before I actually went to college, and I decided I want to be a dietitian. And so I got into the nutrition field. I did not get my license to be a licensed RD because it was so crazy expensive, especially at that point of my life. I still have my degree in it, and I do meal plans and I do meal prepping for people.
Right. I knew that you started that probably. Gosh, has it been 10 years ago?
Close. Yes. I've been married in October, 10 years. So it's probably been about 8-9 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on that upcoming. It's a big anniversary, 10 years. But I knew that you'd been dealing with some personal stuff here over the last couple of months. I know you lost one of your best friends, your puppy, and I know that for men it's difficult for us to kind of sometimes talk about feelings and all those kind of things. So putting that stuff out there as a man is it's a pretty important thing for us men to do to support each other.
Oh, I agree. There's a big stigma that we have to be like no feelings, and excuse my language, we have to be these big badasses, and it's really, if you don't get help, then you're not going to be able to help nobody else either. Yeah. I mean, all those miscarriages we had, it literally put me in the grave, and then that on top of it, I'm just being real with you guys. And I want to be real with people. Like, it's okay for men to speak up.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a situation where a lot of times it's very natural for men to kind of take and shove our feelings aside and prioritize like getting through the day or getting, this happening or whatever else. And I know that there's probably a lot of listeners out there that, that kind of stuff hits home with that, we have to get better at. And that's one of the things that we do here amongst the five of us on a regular basis is we talk about some some personal things that we're dealing with and stuff. And this is kind of like our own little therapeutic way of dealing with that. And
Nice.
I know Wade have said several times this is, kind of like therapy for him getting here and sharing information and stuff like that. So one of the things that we're going to ask ourselves after this, and I guess we can let you lead off, is if you were going to do one thing for your health, you're going to make one change or one thing you're really prioritizing for Men's Health Month and mental health. It doesn't have to be mental health, but what is one thing you're trying to prioritize in your life to try to improve?
Honestly, it's always nutrition is the foundation of everything, in my opinion, because what you eat, there's certain foods that can boost your mood, like dark chocolate, for instance, and walnuts, any salmon that's high in omega-3 fatty acids that can help fight depression and anxiety. So, I mean, I would start off with diet and then go right into exercise.
Yep. Very important. I know those are two things that, specifically in today's time that most people suffer from. There's still a lot of blue-collar manual labor work out here, but most people are very, very sedentary. And one of the things that I struggle with is just still eating like I'm a teenager, and you have to kind of change those things as you get older, right?
That's easy.
And it's, but it's not a bad thing, It's as you get older in life and your wisdom changes, you realize like, hey, I got to make some changes, and you do what's best.
Well, you got to live a little too. You can't be so strict that you hate life.
Absolutely.
Moderation, like we talk about.
Yeah, we had that conversation the other day. Moderation. If you do most things in moderation, you're usually okay. Fellas, I'll be quiet. Y'all got any questions here for Mr. Ferguson?
He's doing a good job. He's going.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have any questions. I'll double down on I can tell a huge difference in how I feel mainly the next day based on my diet the day before. And then you couple that into eating healthier. That's what I'll say for myself, because it's all about steps. Because for me, I'm not going to just raw dog go straight health kick. But I can definitely tell a difference when I eat a little healthier like the day before and cut down on some other things that I have habits with. That I can tell the next day that I feel a lot better about myself. My mental health is a lot better too. So, yeah, absolutely. I think diet plays a big part in mental health in everybody, and I know that I can attest for that.
That's great.
Yeah, 100%. Eric, man, definitely cool having you. It was good to be on here. I know I'm going to be joining you sometime later this afternoon to talk on your little thing that you got going on. And anything you want to plug before we hop off here and finalize our show?
All right, yeah, 100%. I got to take advantage of this. First of all, I want to thank you guys for having me. I think it's an honor and it's a privilege for you guys to invite me, so I do appreciate you gentlemen for that. If you're looking for healthy meals, a healthy meal delivery, hit me up. Like, I'll be happy to help you out. I still keep everything cheap as I can. That's that's why I only have so many options, but if you guys let me know, message me. And if you guys ever just need somebody to chat, talk with too, you guys got issues, hit me up anytime. All right. God bless you guys.
Yeah.
How can the people reach you?
I can give you my number. Are you still on Facebook or anything?
What?
Yes. Yeah. Hang on. Jamal's got a clear in his throat. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't care, put your number out there. Tell people about, how to reach you on Facebook or whatever. And yeah, do you have a name for your little meal delivery business or whatever, meal prep business?
It's the Fit Chef, but most people just go straight to me. It's the easiest. It's the easiest way. I don't know. How would you like me to plug my number? I can give it out right
just
here.
Just go ahead and throw it out.
Yeah, 599-3912.
Check out Eric on Facebook. You can find his Facebook page, Eric Ferguson, by just search for his name, or the Fit Chef. Eric, I assume you have a Facebook page with that?
It's called the Fergie Effect as far as
Fergie Effect, okay.
Yeah.
So check out the Fergie Effect on Facebook, or add Eric as a friend. Contact him if you would like some meal prep and delivery service, I think I heard. So that's
I come to Glasgow like once a week, or my wife does, so I can deliver. Or I meet my Glasgow clients halfway. I meet them like in Scottsville or something.
Sweet.
Okay. And if you're a man out there, listener, and you're not part of a fun group where men share stuff and do have a safe space for each other, reach out to Eric and the Man Cave on Facebook.
Yeah, you just can't get offended very easily. Some of the stuff on there is bad.
Well, hopefully as men we developed some thick skin over the years. So, Eric, man, we've enjoyed having you, brother. Enjoy the last few minutes of your cold plunge. You've been in here at least 15 minutes that we know of, and a few minutes before that. But enjoyed having you, brother, and we'll keep in touch, man.
All right, love you guys.
All right, see you, brother, bro.
All right, that was Eric Ferguson. Check his Facebook page out, the Fergie Effect, or add Eric on Facebook if you would like some meal prep and delivery services. It's a very, like I said, that I could tell a huge difference in the way that I feel mentally and physically when I eat a little better for myself. Let's take a quick break to regroup, and then we'll come back with one more segment, and we'll close out the show.
All right, and we are back,
right,
ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. Thanks to Eric Ferguson again for stopping by, listening to the show.
Yes, absolutely.
And go check out the
Fergie
Effect on Facebook.
Yep.
Or reach out and add him as a friend.
That's right. Next question. One more question, and then depending on the time, I might have another question. How many ducks do you think you could reasonably fight?
I saw that this morning, and here's what I need you to define. What is reasonably? Like without a struggle?
Why are we fighting
ducks? Don't
ducks?
exaggerate is what I meant. Like, if 100 ducks were in this room, you couldn't fight all 100 ducks.
No.
So don't say 100.
I don't know.
How many ducks do you think you could take on before you were like, I'm done? Yes.
I'm thinking probably like 10, 12.
Damn.
That's a lot of ducks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to be able to knock a lot of them out of the way with one swing in any direction. But after about that point, I mean, they're going to be.
But they can do that short little burst of flight.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be surrounded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could flail for about 30 seconds, but after that, you're going to be
It would be both arms and both legs trying to take out some ducks. I feel like if you got one in the neck.
Yeah, you could probably kill a couple of them.
We're not talking about killing animals. I'm talking
grab
about
a hold one by the neck and start slinging it.
Wait
Watch
a minute.
yourself. We're gonna have Pete on.
Yeah,
us.
whoa. I'm not talking about killing animals. I'm talking about just a fight. Like they beat you, you beat them, or you give up, or they flock
I'm gonna
away.
say 6 because the only way I'm only fighting off more is if I get one by the neck and I start swinging a duck
Yes,
around.
exactly. Yeah,
fighting. Otherwise, it's not happening. 6 is about as
Yeah, I was
as
thinking like 7. So yeah, I think 6 is a solid number. What about you, Jamal?
They're whooping my ass. Okay, whatever I manage to hit while I'm flailing.
Yeah, just Jamal swinging on everything.
Feathers going everywhere.
It could be 2 ducks, but it feels like it's like 6 or 7 to me. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, the ducks would kick my ass.
I feel like that we all kind of. It may just take like 2 ducks to get us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this all sprung from that.
We can find out at Crosswinds next month.
What is it? How many bears or how many?
You'll be at Crosswinds this weekend.
Crosswinds this weekend.
When you go to hole 10, just let us know
I will
how
let
many
you know.
ducks that you could take on.
This kind of sprung out from that whole, like, how many men could a gorilla or a bear or whatever.
100 men versus 1 gorilla.
Yeah.
So I'll say this.
But we've talked about this, like, go ahead.
And this is quick, and this will be funny. And RIP. But in middle school, we went to, I forget, we went to the Louisville or Nashville Zoo.
Louisville.
I think it was Louisville Zoo. But Cole Smith, we were walking around, and he literally got chased by a peacock. Like, you were just walking, and then all of a sudden, them feathers come out, dog, and it just started chasing his ass. He took off running. I mean, it was funny, but we're talking about fighting ducks, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, that was a peacock, and you didn't think nothing about it. And it come flailing, it came running after him. I've never seen something so funny.
You try not to hurt it. You know, if you, no, I'm not. Well, let's not go down that way.
Okay. Let's go ahead and one last question, then we'll do our closing credits.
Okay.
So we'll go down a serious road here. Okay.
Okay.
If you got a chance to redo one conversation, which one would it be and why?
Don't start with me.
I'm not starting on that side at all.
Okay.
Facts.
Well, every day of my life, there's always a conversation. I was like, I wish I'd have said that a little different.
Yeah.
And I always try, and I know that I can. Surely the listeners realize this by now. I will try to be funny, and sometimes it's a miss, and sometimes it comes off like I'm a jerk. Genuinely, 90% of the time, I am not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to be funny, like in a poke at you type way.
Yeah.
But if I'm being serious, probably the last conversation that I would redo would probably be with my grandma. I don't remember the last conversation with her. And anytime that I was over at my mom and dad's house, then, and I was leaving, I would run down there and give her a hug and tell her, "Bye, I love you." And it was real quick. It wasn't like a big conversation or anything like that. She fell in the basement down there and hit her head and passed away. Didn't really get a chance even, in the hospital when we got up to Louisville. She was already gone for the most part when I got up there. So never really got to have a last conversation, if that makes sense. So I would try to make an effort. Or I would 100% go back and redo that conversation in 2016.
Yeah, I think that's I think a lot of people's are going to be last conversations. Yeah, because you want things to end on good terms for your sake and for theirs.
And I'm positive that I could come up with a less sad answer to this question. I'm sure that I could, but those are kind of the first ones that come to my mind when I'm thinking about.
I think if you're going to redo a conversation, unless it's like it could have changed a business deal that would have made you $10 million, most of people are going to be regrets, regretful conversations. But
yeah. 100%. Every conversation I want to redo is a regretful one.
Right.
Whether that's not in a serious way or in a serious way.
Yeah.
Or caused a rift.
Yeah.
In a friendship or whatever. So, Mose?
I guess it's kind of like yours. It's not so much, what I would do over. It's just the conversation that I would have. And when Jake passed away a couple years ago, I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I just wish I had the chance to let him know, exactly how much he meant to me. Or how much because I always knew how much he loved me. I mean, he would show in indirect ways, just they would send me, him and his sister and his grandmother would send me bye videos where they're literally saying they enjoyed me being there and wish I could have stayed longer. And there were times where Jake couldn't even get it out because he'd sit there and cry because I was leaving. And, it made me feel a certain way. I mean, it's he loved me with no strings attached. He wasn't kin to me. He wasn't, a family member, but that boy loved me. And I just always wonder if he knew or understood how much I loved him. So I guess it's not, so much a conversation that I could do again. Because, I've lost people in my life, friends, family members, but, they were – even my family members that passed away, I wasn't really that close to them. And I haven't experienced very much death, luckily, thank the Lord. But that one has affected me the most, and I just wish that I had a chance to let him know how much he meant to me instead of, the alternative. But that's what I came up with.
Nice. I agree. I think it's one of those situations, again, last conversations, last few, whatever, right? Seeing, you want to make sure that, and I talk to people about that. Literally, I have sessions over, like multiple sessions, especially with co-parents and stuff, over communication. You want to make sure you're communicating the right things. And communication is a two-way street. You could be delivering the message great, but if they're over here not paying attention or not listening, the receiving end is off. It don't matter, and vice versa. If they're really intently receiving and you just kind of, let's just be honest, half-ass delivering a message, you don't know, it might not come across right? So it's a thing that we all suck at, but we're all trying to get better at. And there's a lot of communication methods that happen today. FaceTime and all that. I'm thankful for that, but phone's an evil thing too, man. You like text messages you can't read, tone of voice, or any of those kind of things. And I have conversations about that a lot too, and it's very easy to get disrupted and off. So I'll be quiet. Teo, you want to go, or you want me to go? Or?
Oh, I thought you was going. That's why I was kind of just sitting here.
Go ahead, Jay.
Okay. So I'm going to use a conversation in the last month. I went back and forth on this, and I hummed and hawed, and the thing I keep coming back to, as a father, and somebody who teaches, parenting and all these kind of things, I screw up all the time. And, being somebody who came from a family of baseball and sports and all that kind of stuff, and my father coached all the way up as until high school. That's just, he had a passion for that, and he never got the chance to kind of finish his high school career due to his parents dying and stuff. But anyway, being a coach and then being a coach's son, I was one of those too. I didn't realize the pressure that you feel for your kid and for other things as a coach. I feel the pressure of, making sure that my child plays where I feel like he should, like according to his abilities, versus does everyone else see him as getting a favor, right? And I base it solely off of ability, and somebody else over here may say, oh, he's doing his kid a favor. And there was a situation that occurred about a month ago, and it changed me just simply from, a conversation that my wife and I had after the fact. And it was a night, of course, T-ball, right? They're all young, and my son plays in a couple of important positions at that age. First base, pitcher, catcher, that's where you get most of your outs. And he kind of rotated throughout the year at one of those places. And it was a night where he wasn't doing very well and wasn't listening and all those things. And I was getting frustrated, and I was feeling the pressure of coach's kid. He's acting up. He's not doing right. And I didn't blow up on him, but I moved him out of one of those positions and I stuck him in the outfield. And my initial reaction was, I'm holding him accountable. If he wants to play in the dirt, by all means, just play in the dirt in the outfield and we'll move somebody else. Like, you don't have to be perfect every night. But I moved him out there, and I was trying to coach and everything else. And, he was upset and he was crying, and he kept saying, Daddy, I drawed you something. And I was trying to move kids and stuff, and I said, hey, buddy, we can do drawing when we're at home. We're doing something fun. We're here to play baseball. And he kind of dropped his head. And then my wife told me later that night, she was like, you were too hard on him. You shouldn't have moved him. I was like, look, I was holding him accountable. I didn't I didn't call him an ugly name. I didn't yell and scream at him. I just moved him, right? But she told me, she said, he drew a heart in the sand and said, I'm sorry, Dad. I just completely dismissed it. Didn't put me, I was like, well, you can draw later. But he had told my wife afterwards that he was sorry for the way he was acting, and he had drawn, and he was trying to tell me, I drew you a heart in the sand because I'm sorry, and I dismissed it, And that was kind of like a wake-up moment for me, like, you can't treat it too seriously. You can't, and as a coach and a coach's son and all that, it's very easy to get wrapped up in trying to do all this, and I'm realized very quickly I'm the world's worst at it. But I made the last month of the season really fun, and it turned out great. And that's kind of the mindset I'm going to have moving forward. So that's the conversation I would redo.
That's a good one.
That was good. And I think that's always a hard thing because I mean the competitive nature of it.
Yep.
While trying to be coach and do all that, you just kind of lose sight of that.
The simple. Yep.
For me, obviously, I think the three of y'all already know my last conversation would be with my mom. It kind of took a turn there at the very end, and I did have a conversation with her a few days prior to her passing, but her levels were not right, and of course with trying to talk to her, number one, she thought I was mad at her, and then at the same time, I guess I'm not going to, I'll screw it up based on what I'm trying to describe, but certain levels were higher, meaning it made it harder for her to talk or remember who I was. But I will say that, what I can at least say is with that conversation, I can at least say, she said she loved me. I loved her. That was the biggest thing for me. But being able just to have a legit conversation with her at her best, that's something that I would definitely redo.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Enough with the seriousness.
Enough with the sadness.
Yeah, but these are important times.
Yes, they are. Yep. For sure.
All right. Let's jump into our last segment here. Let's do some closing credits this morning. Any volunteers?
I will go first. Just a quick.
I can't.
I would just give a quick shout out to my stepmom, Judy. Today is her birthday, so just want to wish her a happy birthday and hope that she has a wonderful and blessed day.
Very nice. Happy birthday, Judy.
Happy birthday.
Anybody else? I can go real quick.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to everybody in Glasgow and the surrounding area that has donated a meal to Bridge, Kentucky, in our homeless shelter effort that we've got going on. That is something that is very near and dear to my heart. And, when I started doing that or volunteering with that a couple years ago, did not think it would be something that I fell in love with. But I can tell you that it has become part of my life. Literally, I'm on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for any issues or anything like that, or somebody new trying to get in, asking about availability. But we can't do this without the community support. We don't have any grants that keep us afloat. We rely strictly on monetary donations and donations of food, anything that we distribute to our clients, homeless and not homeless, just people needing assistance, all comes from our community that we live in. So shout out to everybody that has supported Bridge, Kentucky in the past and those that continue to do so and in the future. Chad, Jamal, either one?
I mean, I'll go. I don't really have anything, but
okay.
I mean, just anybody. If you want to go, Chad, it's fine. But I really set up for thinking, and I have none. So,
shout out to Barron County Parks and Rec. Good job this year on your brand new fields. They look fantastic. Congrats to my little Space City Astros and all their parents and all the big help that they gave this year. We improved throughout the year, and that's what counts. And just like I talked about earlier, I learned some stuff about myself, and hopefully they learned a lot about baseball, and we had a lot of fun. And thank you to all of my parents and families.
Sweet. It's been a good show today. Maybe not as many laughs. I don't know. First half of the show, we had some pretty good ones.
Mountaneous.
Mountaneous.
We mispronounced
Winsome.
everything today.
Yeah, we did.
Winsome.
Yeah, Winton.
It's been a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. Shout out to CJ and Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I missed him today.
I think we all miss CJ and what he brings to the show.
Clippiness.
We miss, when Teo was out, it's a different show without the five of us. So we are definitely what does Daddy Andy always say when he was giving his COVID thing? We are better together.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andy Bashir this morning. All right, this has been What Are We Even Talking About? We'll see you all next week.
You learn to check your own blood sugar and check it often.
If I order before you, but there's a car in front of me, just remember that it's my turn to go before you.
Carolina Reaper.
Where you boys from in the world?
Big old basket full of fresh biscuits with jelly.
You got that good?